Hello and welcome back. I'm Elrinth, the first boss, and today we're gonna take a look at two items. So I've got them here in a package and a box here. The first one here we have the Gamecube HDMI solution by Insurrection Industries called the CARBY, and it inserts into the digital port, and it comes with a little remote here, which you can fire up a menu on your Gamecube with. So yeah, that makes the image from the Gamecube crisp and super clear. And my second item we have here, I'm gonna show you, is the GC Loader. That's actually the manual. It's pretty sparse with the text. Barely any text there, how to work it. Pretty easy. And the installation for this one is super duper super duper easy. It's just a pin connector here, and you slot that into where the DVD drive on the Gamecube is. And so I have my slaughtered Panasonic Q Gamecube, only released in Japan, the Gamecube which could play back DVDs. Sadly, I had it broken in shipping, so this black plastic here is missing on this whole side, and it's supposed to hold in the drive tray where you put in the CDs. And I kind of broke off one of the cables here as well. What's it called? I don't know. One of these white cables. Forgot what they're called. And when I tried to solder to it, I kind of made it worse, and I soldered so a pad was removed. Whoops. Anyways, as we don't need the DVD drive, we can just insert this new GC Loader, so you can load all your games and whatever from an SD card instead. So we're gonna insert this into my Panasonic Q, and as we've already removed the drive and open up my Q, I have it actually behind me here. So that's what a Panasonic Q looks like. And that's what it looks like inside. And we're just gonna place the card down here, and I've bent the metal here right next to the cartridge slot and removed a bit of plastic here. It's actually just glued to the surface of this metallic area, and it's to keep all the cables snugly together. So I just use some black electric tape here and snug the cables together a bit further away. So now the SD card GC Loader PNP can be fit into this slot down here. So we're gonna place it down there, if we can, just like this. So it fits like so. And I'm gonna have trouble showing this on camera, but I think I can do it with one hand. Yeah. And that's it. Now it sits there. But the thing is, it's kind of hard to reach the SD card here in the Panasonic Q. So on Amazon, you can buy these SD XC extenders. So you can insert kind of a card with one of these flat cables connected to it, and at the end of that flat cable is another socket where you can insert your SD card into, if you get what I mean. So I'm gonna use that. I haven't received that yet, and feed it out of the drive tray out here. And I'm gonna kind of use the original front drive tray here, but I'm gonna just like open it up a little bit. Or you could feed it out of the bottom of the Panasonic Q, but we'll see what I do. But anyways, let's install this and I'll show you guys what it looks like. There we go, the Panasonic Q. And now we're ready to insert the CARBY. And it just fits into the digital AV out. And on this one it says game here as well, so the digital AV out won't work with the DVD function. Not that my DVD function works now anyways, but for all you others who have a working DVD function, it won't work with the HDMI out. So let's flip over to some gameplay. And as you can see here, I'm using the button here on the remote in order to power on the Panasonic Q to turn it into the game mode. This one starts the DVD mode, and we're straight into the GC Loader here. Okay, so here we have Swiss 0.5, the latest version loaded onto the SD card, and using my D-pad. I can use my analog as well, but it's much more difficult, so let's use the D-pad. And we can select my games. So these are all games from my collection. And we can select one of these games. Let's go with, for example, let's do some Metroid Prime, the original one. So you can hit A here and get a menu, and from that menu you can hit X in order to get some extra options, and we're gonna force it into 480p. And not really sure how these other options affect the visuals, but I think we don't really need to fiddle very much with them. Let's just satisfy with this for now. Save and exit, and it's gonna say continue to fail to save, but that's because Swiss current version cannot save to the SD card, but it's gonna keep the my option I selected there, so that's okay. So you just hit A to boot it. There we go. Yeah, and here it says no writable device present. So yeah. And actually this game supports progressive scan mode, so we're just gonna hit yes here, even though we forced it already. So for games which don't support progressive scan, we can force it into 480p. It's pretty cool. There we go, we have Metroid Prime running on the Panasonic Q with the CARBY. And we're just gonna quickly get into the game here. Okay, so let's check out the CARBY controls here. So we're gonna press the OK button there, and this takes us into the menu. Oh, okay, you need to set scanline profile on here, of course. That shows pretty good. Picture settings, you can set brightness, position, etc.
File select. Story select.
Trusting in what you can see. Take my hand, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the sea. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape. Yes! Barely made it.
Yeah, and that is the CARBY together with the GC Loader PNP, and it works great, and I absolutely recommend getting it. Updating the CARBY was more difficult than I thought. You need a JTAG programmer, and you need an old software called Impact 11.1 by Xilinx. I'm on one firmware older, the 3.0D instead of 3.0E. There's a few fixes in the latest one, and it's kind of sad not being able to update it easier with like a little SD card slot, or I don't know, maybe use some kind of wireless updating feature or something like that. Would have been really nice. But yeah, I absolutely recommend them, and I'm super happy I got my Panasonic Q actually finally working now. So it looks pretty cool with all the blue LEDs around the controller ports. Sadly, of course, the Wavebird adapters will obscure all that, so you can't see the blue LEDs, or barely see it. And yeah, I'll be playing some Gamecube in the future, and if you have any Gamecube games I do not own, these are the ones I have, please recommend some game to me and I'll be happy to play that. So yeah, see you guys, and like and subscribe. Bye!